Okay, what we have here is a test of the power tube. It's a KT88EH. We have it set, and we're going to turn the somewhere close to 50 watts, I believe. I'm not a lot of experience with this meter. And that's the sine wave. It's running about 13.56 megahertz. That's the plate. Actually, that's the input power, about 500 watts. That should be the cathode amp draw. It should be 106, and we're running about 500 volts on the B2. That's the oscillator tube right there. That's the plate for the oscillator tube. That's the input right there. And that is the preamplifier. That's the plate for the preamp. Yeah, we're running a 500 times 106. Yeah, what we got? It's like 53 watts input. The oscillator tube was drawn about 4.68. The preamp tube is the EL84, 9.6 watts. One of the nice things about this system, it's a prototyping system for all kinds of radio transmitter circuits. We're using it for a IMS power supply, 13.56 megahertz, probably a higher frequency also later. Is the ease of changing out the power and the screen and the plate resistors. We have in a separate area inside here, as we've shown in another video. And it's very easy to swap that out. We had to do about 50-60 different swaps to try to tune this thing in. Extremely easy, 2 or 3 minutes to an R and RA resistor. If you had to unsolder that stuff, it would have been a real nightmare, and then you're risking damaging other wiring. It's very tight to get in there. You're actually adding heat to the existing components too. So definitely a revolutionary way to tune your system with this new resistor terminal block system. Another thing I wanted to show you. Didn't get that. Yeah. About 155 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what the B2, that's what the power tube is running. We started out about an hour ago at 100, well, yeah, at 519, 619, and we're running 155 degrees. Now this tube is only supposed to be putting out about 42 watts of RF, so we're running that thing over what the max is. We wanted to see if we could handle that. We've had it to 135 watts yesterday, and just for a short period of time. We've got the whole system with the cooling fan, so we wanted to make sure we could run this thing 24 hours a day, need be, without any problems with the power tubes. The next step is going to be adding a second KT88 in parallel, and then the last step will be adding the third KT88 in parallel. So you'll be able to choose the power rating you want by just turning off the cathode switches down here. If you want 1 tube, 2 tubes, or 3 tubes, just turn the switch off and you'll use what you need. The tank capacitors are here, just the tanks, as well as in the back for the main Pi network. That's this one right here. Just the frequency, adjusted to the load, and also the load. This is for the tank here, and then the load adjusted to the antenna right over here. These are multiple turn air capacitors. They're not your normal 1 turn or 3/4 of a turn. They're actually, I forget, two or three turns. The antenna coil, and that's a it's a 1500 watt dummy load right there, 50 ohms. So it's tuned for 50 ohms, working good. This is the cooling duct for the pass transistor for the filament power supply to actually cool extra heatsink cooling there. So there you have it.